Hey guys, Haley here, and we are going to be doing a Q&A today with the questions that you guys asked me from Instagram. Just to catch anyone up who didn't see my last video or doesn't follow me on Instagram, we are going to be talking about my quarantine experience and living in England for 5 months with my boyfriend and his family. So I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram kind of pertaining to those things, and yeah, let's get started. So one of the first questions that someone asked was, how did you two meet? And although I would love to answer that question today, I'm not going to, because I'm going to do a whole separate video on a how we met video. Someone else asked, when are you going to post the how we met video? So obviously people are very curious about this, but I kind of want to have a feature with Kieran in it so that it's not just me. Obviously it's cuter if it's the both of us talking about it, but you know, he's cross country, so we can't really do that the typical way. So if we do that maybe like through Zoom or something, I don't know. So maybe go ahead and look for that in the next week or so. I don't know, hopefully soon. One of the next questions is, how was living together for 5 months? Great question. Honestly, it was great. I have to say that Kieran surpassed all of my expectations, and I honestly was not expecting us to get along so well, like every single day for as long as we did. And yeah, I feel like that was very showing of our communication skills and like being able to handle each other's personalities and stuff. So it was kind of a cool way actually to know what we would be like together, like really fast. Obviously I do not recommend anyone else kind of go about this same pathway that we did, but it was really good for us and turned out really well. So honestly, it was great, and yeah, I miss it. So yeah, it was good. Someone said, why are you guys so stinking cute? I mean, thanks. Yeah, anyways. Okay, next question. Favorite quarantine activity? That is such a good question. Maybe something that I shouldn't say. Favorite quarantine activity. Oh, favorite quarantine activity actually that I really enjoyed was with Kieran's family. We did little parties every now and again with just us, just our family. Obviously, no other people were invited. So, you know, social distancing, COVID friendly rules, obviously, because it was just the people in our household. So me, Kieran, his mom, and his sister would have little Friday night parties, and that was so fun. I feel like it kept us on schedule and just gave us something to look forward to all the time, which is so important during lockdown and when you like can't leave the house and stuff. Being able to have something that you are genuinely looking forward to and having a fun time with, that was so fun. I feel like I should enter maybe a couple clips here from some of the stuff that we did, because yeah, it was just really fun. Okay, and then someone asked, favorite thing about living together during lockdown? Honestly, I feel like it was just the little things that made it up and made it so special for us, I think. Especially because since we were supposed to be long distance, just in general, I appreciated like every single little thing during the whole time. And it was just like the small things, like being able to cuddle all the time, which I know for like people who are in long distance relationships and feel me on this, it's a really big one, just to be able to have like physical affection from your partner if you guys are long distance. It's just really special, and I feel like it just kind of makes you realize I'm not gonna have this for an extended period of time once I leave. And so I feel like that was my favorite thing, honestly. Living together during lockdown is just having that like physical affection with each other that, you know, right now we don't get to have. Obviously we get to talk all the time, FaceTime and stuff, but we all know that that's not the same, and the physical affection probably was my favorite. And my love language, that was Kieran. And my love language is touch, so obviously that meant a lot to me. Anyways, next question. Where was your favorite place that you visited? This one is hard, actually. So I went to a handful of different places, I'll name them all. Brighton, London, Leicester, Cornwall, St. Ives, same place. I don't know, I really can't pick like a favorite because I think they all just mean something different to me. But I do have to say that going to St. Ives in Cornwall was so beautiful. I feel like just the beauty of the place and like the small town village type vibes, little surfing town, that was probably just my favorite place to go because it was kind of what we did for a little holiday. I really liked all the places, honestly. I mean, besides Leicester, which anyone who's watching this that knows, it's just like there's really nothing to do there. So, I mean, that's not really like a favorite place of mine. But Brighton and London obviously were both really great. I love London for the fact that I got to do like all of the touristy things that I wanted to do and all the stuff that I've always wanted to do. And Brighton was just great because I feel like I love the vibe there. Anyone who has been to Brighton will know what I'm talking about. There's just really friendly people. Everyone is just on the same like wavelength, I feel like. I don't know, I like it. Someone asked if I picked up a British accent. Honestly, yeah. That sounds so stupid. Like, someone watching this is probably like, there's no way, like, that's probably fake. But seriously, think about how when you're living with people who all speak in a British accent, like every single one of the people I was surrounded by was speaking in a British accent. It wasn't like I got an accent, but I picked up on some of the stuff that they were saying and doing. Like, certain phrases are just different. I remember one time in particular, one example is in America we say takeout and they in the UK say takeaway. I remember I was on the phone with my family and I said, oh, we're going to go get takeaway tonight. And all of them were like, whoa. That was just, yeah. I think I picked up a lot of the slang and vocabulary and also enunciation, or like the way that your words are formulated. So basically like the emphasis on different parts of words. I think a lot of times with a British accent, they go up at the end of their enunciations, and in America we go down. And I definitely picked up on that like emphasis situation when I was there. And when I was on the phone with all of my friends, my family, everyone was telling me that I sounded British. So honestly, I did. Don't come at me. I swear it's true. Someone said, when are you gonna sell your rom-com story to Nicholas Sparks? Honestly, good idea. Not kidding. And then we had 2 questions pertaining to the same subject, which I'm not gonna answer them, but I'm just gonna read them. Someone said, when's the wedding? And someone else said, can I be the best man at the wedding? And then someone said, future plans. Honestly, I feel like that's a really good question, but I feel like it's so hard to know right now with COVID what actually is going to happen. I know, little sneak peek into the next couple months, Kieran and I have talked about me going back to England because obviously with COVID, everything is just kind of funky with flying restrictions and stuff. I, as an American citizen, can still fly to England. It's a weird thing, but I still am allowed to fly there from America. Kieran is not allowed to come to America. That's been a rule for a long time since quarantine has started, but that's how it is, and we don't know when that's going to change. So he cannot come here right now. He would love to, but he can't. He is actually in France right now. He's not in England, but I, as an American citizen, cannot go to France. We have kind of talked about me going to England and him visiting me there when he's able to. That's kind of our best option right now. We're really hoping that the restrictions for American citizens going to France changes soon, but obviously America is not doing well with COVID, so. But as far as my future plans go, obviously we plan to visit each other as much as possible. This last year, I'm finishing up my last year of university, and obviously after that I'm going to be finding a job and trying to do everything else. So once we get to kind of the end of this school year and the end of this rugby season for him, we will have kind of a better idea of what exactly our future plans are going to be. But in the meantime, we are going to try our best to see each other and just do everything we can to keep each other happy, long distance, see each other as much as possible because obviously we want to. So that's the plan now. Okay, we have made it to the last question. This question is by far the most asked question, so let's just dig in. And they asked if I am going to move to the UK or would I move there, just all the things. Let's just dig into that quickly. Obviously, it is a tricky situation with long distance to think about. You know, is this person going to be moving here? Is this person going to be moving there? I obviously won't be moving anywhere until after this year of my university, so next May or June, until I graduate, because obviously that's just not an option. I need to finish my degree. I want to finish my degree, but I will be traveling during those times, especially because everything is online and stuff. I have the option to kind of do my work from anywhere, which is great. But if we are just talking about a hypothetical question of if I would ever move to the UK or wherever else, honestly, I would. I don't know if maybe that surprises some people, but frankly, I just feel like it'd be great to have a change of pace from, you know, my everyday life in America, and I really like it over there. So honestly, yes, I could see myself moving over there. If I'm just hypothetically answering, yes, I can see myself moving there at some point. Will it happen? I don't know, but that's my answer. Alright, I think that brings us to the end of this video. So thank you to everyone who asked me questions for my Q&A. This was so much fun, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys soon.